guys, welcome back. It's Adrianne. So today's video is going to be all about my natural hair journey, and also I'm going to be sharing with you guys some tips and tricks on how to care for your natural hair, because these tips and tricks have worked for me. So I'm going to share it with you guys to see if you guys like it and if it works for you. If you want to see what my tips are and also my natural hair journey, please keep watching. Alright, so first things first, I actually had my last relaxer in November of 2013. So November next month makes 3 years since my last relaxer. Yay! I have been relaxer free, no lie, no lie, for 3 years as of next month. So I'm super excited about that. So that is where I started off my natural hair journey. But in November 2013, I wasn't 100% sure that I was going to go natural. That was just my last relaxer. So I didn't decide to go natural until actually January of 2014. But my last relaxer was in November 2013. So I decided in January that I was going to go natural in January, and I was just like super nervous about it. I had been wanting to go natural for a long time, but I was very intimidated and very nervous about doing it because I was like, what if my curl pattern isn't right? What if natural hair is just not for me? Because I always heard that natural hair ain't for everybody. So I assumed it wasn't for me. I don't know, I just really wasn't 100% secure in my decision to go natural, but I tried it out for 3 months. So I transitioned from January until March, and then March I decided to actually do my big chop. And I'll insert some pictures here so you guys can see my big chop of that was my big chop, which was a haircut where my hair was actually short all along the sides and it was long in the front. So I rocked that for 2.5 months. And actually I did my actual big chop where I cut off all my perm was in May of 2014. So after I did that, I decided to wear a sew-in for 6 months. So I wore a sew-in from May until September, which was my birthday. For my 30th birthday, I decided to embrace my natural and just go full on fledged, and I actually wore my natural hair from September 2014 up until today. So what you see now is actually I don't know how people count how long you've been natural. Is it from your last relaxer, from your big chop, from whenever you started wearing your hair natural? I don't know when to say. So when people ask me, I'm like 2.5 years, almost 3, because I don't know. So I really don't know how long I've been natural. You guys do the math. You guys know my timeline of everything. I just don't know. I usually say 2.5 years. I don't know when you count of how long you've been natural, from your last relaxer or your big chop or what. So that is what it is. Alright, so that was my natural hair journey so far. So now we're going to go into my tips and tricks on what has worked for my hair and how I retain moisture, how my hair has grown, all those different things. So let's go ahead and jump into my tips. I wrote them down, so I'm looking at my phone back and forth because that's where my notes are. So my #1 tip is deep conditioning. Of course, you guys should know that I'm like an advocate of deep conditioners. I always talk about deep conditioning on my channel because I do highly recommend it, and I do believe 100% that is the reason why my hair is where it is today, is because of deep conditioning. I deep condition my hair once every week. It's very seldom that I don't deep condition my hair. The only reason why I wouldn't is because I did not have time, but I usually try to dedicate one day. My husband knows on my wash day it's going to be about a 3 or 4 hour affair, and my kids know it as well. So I have to be home, or I leave every so often with deep conditioning my hair, but it's like a 4-hour window of me doing my hair. It's a process. Like, natural hair is work. It's a process to wash my hair on wash day. So deep conditioning is in my regimen every week, and I highly recommend it. Deep conditioning is so important for so many reasons. My main reason is because it actually penetrates the moisture back in your hair. Natural hair is dry, and then especially if you have color treated hair like me, color treated hair is actually drier. So you have to take that extra step to replenish that moisture back in your hair, and the #1 way that I do that is with deep conditioning. So #1 tip, if you are not deep conditioning, I highly recommend it. I think that your hair would love it. Matter of fact, I know your hair would love it. And yeah, deep conditioning. My second tip is actually no heat. Heat and natural hair is like oil and water. They just don't mix. I learned that before I even went natural. Before I went natural, or before I decided to go natural, I looked up a whole bunch of YouTube videos on what to do, the do's and don'ts of natural hair, and all these different things, because whenever you're dealing with relaxed hair for 29 years of your life and you know how to do that, you can handle that, you had healthy, or I had healthy relaxed hair, but when you go to natural hair, it's a whole different ball game. And I used to flat iron my hair all the time whenever it was relaxed. You can't do that whenever you have natural hair. Heat actually strips, or not strips, it manipulates your curl pattern, and it turns from your curls being tight to being wavy. You'll have heat damage in your hair won't curl up. You just and eventually you're gonna have to cut that out if you want to ever want to go from flat iron natural to a true natural. I don't want to say true natural. Flat iron natural to a embracing your curls natural. You just, I don't know, I don't recommend heat. Even if you use heat protectant, and I just don't. I personally only flat iron my hair. I've actually flat ironed my hair 3 or 4 times since I've been natural, since my last relaxer. And I actually only go to a professional to get it done because I don't trust my own self with a flat iron. The only heat that I usually use is whenever I am deep conditioning my hair under a hooded dryer. Every so often I'll blow out my hair to do like a blow dry or whatever, but that's maybe, I have done that maybe 2 or 3 times since I've been natural as well. I don't do that often. I'm terrified of heat damage, and that has worked for me. So I don't do heat. I do heat. If I do heat, it's actually in the wintertime because it's hot here in Louisiana. So heat, my hair wouldn't stay straight anyway if I did flat iron my hair right now. It just won't happen. So no heat. My next tip is actually protective styling. After I did my big chop, I wasn't confident to wear my hair that short. I just felt like my face was too fat and it just really wasn't a good look for me. So I decided to protective style. Protective styling is so good. Your hair needs a break every so often. There's so many ways to protective style. You can crochet braid. You can do box braids. You can do what do you call it? Senegalese twist. You can wear wigs. You can do sewings. You can do, there's so many different ways for you to do a protective style. And protective style is where you put your hair in a certain style and it stays like that for a period of time. Whether it be a week, 6 weeks, 6 months, however long you want to do it for. Protective styling gives your hair a break, and my hair actually grew whenever I protective style. So as you guys saw in a couple of previous videos, I was protective styling my hair for a week and a half just to give my hair a break, and plus just to change my look up a little bit. I like to change my hair up, change my makeup up, change different things. So protective styling is a must. It gives your hair a break, and your hair does need that. Everybody needs a break. Your hair isn't any different. So yes, protective styling is a must. Okay, so my next tip is actually detangling. The way you detangle your hair is very important as well. I would never recommend anybody to take a comb or a pick and, oh my, I'm falling apart. To take a comb or a pick and take their hair and go all the way through to detangle. Don't do it. Your hair is dry. It will be brittle. It will break. You will cause damage. I do not recommend anybody detangling your hair this way or dry. And the way you detangle your hair plays a major factor on the health of your hair. I actually only detangle whenever I have conditioner in my hair. I highly recommend you using a conditioner that has a lot of slip. My favorite one to use is the Herbal Essence Hello Hydration conditioner. I usually shampoo my hair, then I put conditioner in my hair, then that's whenever I will detangle my hair. And it's taken me like maybe 10 minutes. No, not even that. Probably 5 to 7 minutes to do my whole head. If I don't do that way, I'll also do it with the steamer, my Q-Redo hair steamer. You guys have seen me use that before on my channel. It replenishes moisture in my hair, so it's not like when my hair is dry right here just doing it. It's steaming moisture into my hair and also allowing me to glide through my strands a lot easier. So that is my recommendation for detangling it, is actually doing it with conditioner in your hair or while your hair is wet or in the shower, or even finger detangling. I use a comb. That's what works for me. Some naturals actually only detangle their hair with their fingers. That's just not me. I feel like I don't really get a full great detangle whenever I use my fingers, so I opt to use a shower comb. It's called a shower comb, which is what I use, and I'll do that while my hair is wet. So the way you detangle your hair plays a vital part in the health of your natural hair and your journey. Okay, so my next tip is actually hot oil treatments. You guys know I just did a video on how I do a hot oil treatment. It is very important to do hot oil treatments in your hair. If your hair is suffering from it being dry or brittle, I highly recommend you doing that extra step to implement oils into your hair. Your hair will be shiny, your hair will have moisture, your hair will do what it needs to do if you give it what it needs. And I do think that a hot oil treatment is very, very, it played a major role in the growth of my hair and the health of my hair. I do that maybe once a month, twice in the wintertime because my hair is a little bit dry in the wintertime, but I would not recommend doing it more than twice a month because too much of anything will do the opposite of what it's supposed to do. So I would recommend a hot oil treatment that has worked for me, and check out that video if you guys, I will link it somewhere up here for you guys to check it out. Okay, so last but not least is actually hair vitamins. Hair vitamins are I think very important in my natural hair journey. I started taking the Main Choice hair vitamins whenever I did my big chop back in May of 2014. My hair was protective styled for the 6 months that I did take the Main Choice, so I really can't say that they did an absolute crazy best job in my hair, but my hair did grow. Did it grow from the vitamins? I'm not 100% sure from those vitamins, but I did like the Main Choice vitamins and I would repurchase them again. I really couldn't tell the growth. Like my hair wasn't like, I had to sew in, I took it out, and I was like, oh my god, my hair was like wildfire. It wasn't like that for me. After I did the Main Choice, I took the CVS, not the CVS brand, the Nature's Bounty brand from CVS, the hair, skin, and nail vitamins. I took those, and I've been taking those for the past year and a half. And I recently just started taking the Rapunzel hair growth vitamins. I've been taking those for probably 3 weeks. I probably have like a week left of those, and I have seen my hair grow a lot from those. So I think I'll buy those again. But I think vitamins are very, very important. Oh, another thing is very important is water. What you put in your body comes out in a lot of ways. But water is very important for your hair to grow. Water is good for you on so many levels. I try to drink about 6 to 8 glasses of water a day, and I do that pretty much every day, especially while I'm at work. I'm like constantly chucking water down. I like lemon water. Water is very, very important in your hair growth. So try changing out sodas or juices for water. I think you'll see a difference in your hair growth, and also you'll see a difference in your body. It's good for your kidneys. It's good for a lot of things. So water is a major key in your hair growth as well. One last thing I forgot to tell you guys. I was looking at my notes and I just realized I didn't go over that one. But the moisture. Like, moisture is so important in your natural hair. I spritz my hair with water every other day or every day. No matter if I'm wearing a twist out, flat twist, rod set, wash and go, however I'm wearing my hair, I still spritz my hair so that my hair can have some kind of moisture, because throughout the day my hair just kind of gets dry, period. And so I kind of like to try to moisturize my hair. Yeah, re-moisturize my hair either with water, a second day hair spritz, a revitalizing spritz, whatever you have that's water based. Implement that in your hair, and it'll keep your hair moisturized. I don't drench my hair. I just kind of just spray maybe once, twice around my hair. Like today, my hair is actually very dirty. I'm about to go wash it, but I'll just like spritz it a little bit just so my hair won't be dry. And I do that every day or every other day, depending on how dry my hair is. And then also whenever I style my hair, I try to do the lock method, which is a liquid oil and a cream. I do have a video on that as well. It layers the products to lock in the moisture, and so your hair can be moisturized for a longer period of time. That is very important, especially in the winter days. So try doing that in your hair as well. Alright guys, that completes this video. This has been my natural hair journey, and also all of my tips and tricks that have worked for my hair. If you try one of these and it works for you, then my mission has been accomplished. If you try all of them and they don't work for you, it's okay. Everybody's natural hair is not the same. Everybody's hair does not grow the same. Everybody's hair is not, the curl pattern isn't the same. It's just not the same. But what works for somebody else may work for me. What doesn't work for somebody else may not work for me. If that made any sense You know what I'm trying to say. Everything doesn't always work for everybody, because everybody isn't the same. That's not how God made us. So I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope that you guys may try it. If it works, great. If it doesn't, still great. I still appreciate you guys watching my video. Until then, I will see you in my next one. Please subscribe on your way out. I love you guys, and I'll see you later. Mwah.